Hey, welcome back to Serenity with Lana. We are going to be talking about a few things that I think are important when it to communicate and learning how to really act around somebody that has a chronic or terminal illness. Living with a chronic progressive illness beforehand and then finding out that I have a terminal prognosis, things have altered in 16 months. I'm pretty sure I didn't sleep more than 2 hours at a time and was wearing thin. At a meeting or a gathering or a function or anything, it's because I really want to be there or it's out of sheer necessity. There's no in between. For me right now, it's crucial that I pay attention to what I need and really focus on my well-being. So in order to do that, I need a little bit of kindness, patience, compassion from the people around me. And I've started to be very direct and clear about what my needs are. And I do this because at the end of the day, it will keep me well for longer so that I'm able to do the things that I want to do and be here for my family longer term. Lately, this has looked like stepping back from some relationships or stepping back from some work priorities that I wasn't really given that responsibility, but I had taken it on and people had come to expect it. When I go through these with a counselor or a mentor and I find these areas that are draining me even more and making me physically unable to get healthier or hold me back from being my best self, I will withdraw. Reflection of where my mental health is and what I need to do to conserve my energy and prioritizing my health so that I can be the best that I can be. People with chronic illnesses or terminal illnesses no longer have the energy to beat around the bush or dissect messages or spend a lot of time figuring out what you need. Clear, concise, direct communication is necessary, and it's necessary for our overall well-being. Deciphering vague or indirect message really not a luxury that we can afford anymore. Ask for messages that are straightforward. And if you cannot do that in the way that you communicate, that is on you to figure out a way that you can better yourself in that area. Not just for our relationship, whether it be professional or personal, but also it will help you with other parts of your life as well. We have been striving to treat everyone with the same language, the same conciseness, the same directness, and at the same level of energy, so that there's no disparity, because I find it easier to maintain. I meet people where I'm at and they say, hey, today's not a great day, and hope that they clue in that that may affect how our communication is going to go, or maybe even what we talk about, or what they put on my plate. It's important that we be empathetic and humorous and witty and really just know that if I'm directly communicating with you, it's because I want to. And it's not because there's any underlying tone or you may be perceiving that really isn't there. I don't have the energy to once again go through this whole of what you think I meant or what I'm trying to do. I don't have time for games. Please don't play them with me. Again, living with my illness means that I have to conserve my energy. And this really influences how I spend my time. And trust me, I would rather be spending all my time with my partner and my baby. But I can't because I have other responsibilities, and that's okay. I really enjoy my work. I really enjoy what I do. I enjoy the people that I have in my life, and I want to be of having a significantly lesser amount of time than I ever thought I would with my family and with the people that mean the most to me, and doing the work that I enjoy doing on a daily basis. Reality has altered me, and it has also altered my level of patience for a lot of things. I think you will find across the board for people that have a terminal illness, yes, they become more understanding in certain areas and they become more compassionate and empathetic because they understand life in a different way and on a different level than most people that are just a lower tolerance for things seem unnecessary or deemed to be unimportant. So please forgive us and redirect us when we may come across a little bit too stern because we don't see the value in what you're trying to bring to the table as an issue to solve or a problem to be worked out. You notice if you notice a change in somebody's demeanor, please just point it out. Say, hey, did I do something to upset you? Hey, could we have a chat for a second? Make it very clear it's changed. It could be your perception, or it could really be something that the person with the chronic illness or the terminal illness does not know how to broach with you. Another factor, we are not mind readers, whether it be in your workplace or your personal life. Before reacting, pause and reflect. Hey, am I maybe perceiving this the wrong way? And think of another way you could go about it. Focus on people really wanting the best and being the best that they can be, instead of focusing on the worst scenario. Once again, if you are the type of person that always goes to that place, then you are responsible for overcoming that on your own. And this is where it can be really empowering for both people. You both get to reflect and pause and be the best that you can be and show up the way that you would like to show up for each other, while being more mindful and thoughtful, hopefully, of each other and your surroundings, and moving forward with positivity. Setting boundaries has always been a significant challenge for me. I think maybe that's the case with a lot of women. But now that I have this condition and I have a very limited amount of energy, I needed boundaries to come into my life, and I needed them to be placed with kindness and empathy and compassion and all of those elements. But I needed to make sure that they were something that I was okay living by. I have set a boundary with you or something that's in my life, you can be sure that I have thought it thoroughly through. I have thought about how you're going to react and if it's sensitive enough, or if I've considered each and every little loophole. I have. So please genuinely know that it comes from a place of compassion and care for both you and me. And please don't blow it up to be bigger than it has to be. I probably feel bad enough, and I don't want it to come to a negative. Don't have the luxury of dwelling on negative interpretations. I just don't. Too short for unnecessary drama. Repeat after me. This is not a TLC show. We are not on Love After Lockup. We are human beings with real feelings, and we don't have time for all the little nitpicky drama details that some people would really like to pretend that maybe they're on an episode of Jersey Shore. Listen, there's not enough vodka in the world that could make me want to live that with you. We have lives to live, and we have love to share. So let's move forward and keep these things in mind when we're dealing and keep these things in mind when we are handling our relationships with people that have chronic or terminal illnesses. Focus on the other person a little bit more instead of being so consumed with self. Imagine what the world could be, and imagine how flawlessly seamless our communication and our interactions may have the ability to be. Imagine what a world that would be. The kindness and care and the community care aspect that I've been talking about all along, that's what this brings to the table. And that's all I want to achieve by doing Serenity with Lana. So thanks for tuning in to Serenity with Lana. Hopefully you'll join us. Hopefully you'll join us next time. I'll see you then. Much light, love, and good vibes. Peace.